Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in life when everything changes in a single moment. Sometimes it's a setback, a heartbreak, or an unimaginable loss. But in that moment of pain, we have a choice to dwell in despair or to rise with gratitude. Today, I want to talk about the incredible healing power of gratitude and why it can truly change your life. Gratitude as a transformational force. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces that can shape our lives, yet it is often overlooked in our daily routines. Many people see gratitude as something that comes naturally when life is going well, when success is achieved, when relationships are thriving, or when there are no major struggles to face. However, the true power of gratitude is not just in appreciating the good times, but in using it as a lens to see life differently, even in the face of adversity. Gratitude has the ability to transform not just our emotions, but our entire perspective on life. When we consciously practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what is lacking to what is present. Our minds are conditioned to seek problems, to dwell on things we do not have, and to compare ourselves to others who seem to be ahead. This cycle of comparison and dissatisfaction often leads to anxiety, stress, and a sense of unworthiness. However, when we intentionally start recognizing the blessings we already have, our health, our relationships, the air we breathe, the opportunities that exist around us, our entire mindset shifts. Gratitude moves us from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. Imagine a person who always finds something to complain about. No matter what they achieve, there is always something missing. Now, contrast this with a person who, despite facing challenges, still manages to find reasons to be thankful. The first person, despite having many advantages, may never feel truly fulfilled because their mind is focused on what is absent. The second person, despite difficulties, radiates a sense of peace and contentment because they have trained their mind to recognize the good in every situation. The difference between the two is not in their circumstances, but in their perspective. Gratitude has a way of opening our eyes to the beauty that surrounds us every day. Have you ever noticed how children find joy in the smallest things? A butterfly, a puddle, a simple hug. These things bring them immense happiness. As we grow older, we start taking these little things for granted. We start believing that happiness lies in the big achievements, the dream job, the perfect relationship, the luxurious home. But the truth is, happiness is built on small moments of appreciation. The more we train ourselves to acknowledge and appreciate these moments, the more fulfilling our lives become. One of the most fascinating aspects of gratitude is its ability to rewire the brain. Studies in neuroscience have shown that practicing gratitude regularly activates the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals that enhance our mood and overall well-being. This means that gratitude is not just a feel-good practice. It has a tangible impact on our brain chemistry, reducing stress and increasing feelings of happiness and resilience. Beyond individual well-being, gratitude also has the power to transform relationships. When we express appreciation for the people in our lives, we strengthen our connections with them. Imagine how relationships would change if people focused more on appreciating each other rather than on finding faults. A simple thank you or acknowledgement of someone's efforts can create deeper bonds and foster an environment of love and kindness. On the other hand, when gratitude is absent, relationships can feel strained, unappreciated, or even toxic. This is because people naturally want to feel valued, and when they do, they are more willing to give love in return. Gratitude is also one of the greatest antidotes to negativity. In moments of pain, failure, or disappointment, it is easy to spiral into despair and self-pity. However, if we consciously choose to find something to be grateful for, even in difficult moments, we reclaim our power. For example, when faced with a setback, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can ask, "What is this teaching me?" When we start seeing challenges as opportunities for growth, we shift from being victims of our circumstances to being active participants in our own transformation. Many great minds and successful people have credited gratitude as one of the key factors in their journey. It is not because they had an easy life, but because they chose to focus on what was working rather than what was not. Gratitude does not eliminate challenges, but it equips us with the resilience needed to navigate them. It teaches us that every experience, whether good or bad, has a purpose. Even in moments of loss, gratitude reminds us of the love we experienced. Even in moments of failure, gratitude reminds us of the lessons learned. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to cultivate gratitude is through a daily practice. Many people keep a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things they are thankful for each day. This practice, though small, has a profound impact on the way we see life. When we consciously acknowledge the good, we start noticing more of it. Gratitude is like a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it becomes. Another powerful way to embrace gratitude is by expressing it to others. We often assume that people know we appreciate them, but words have the power to uplift and heal. A simple message, a heartfelt conversation, or a written note of gratitude can make a huge difference in someone's day. In giving gratitude, we not only make others feel valued, but we also reinforce our own sense of fulfillment. In the grand scheme of life, gratitude is the foundation of true happiness. It teaches us that joy does not come from the absence of problems, but from the presence of appreciation. It reminds us that we do not have to wait for everything to be perfect to be happy. We can choose happiness by being grateful for what we have right now. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a way of seeing the world. It is a shift in consciousness that allows us to recognize the beauty, the lessons, and the opportunities in every moment. When we choose gratitude, we choose to live fully, to love deeply, and to embrace life with open arms. It is not about ignoring difficulties, but about recognizing that even in the midst of struggles, there is something to be thankful for. As we move forward in life, let us carry this simple yet profound truth with us. Gratitude has the power to transform. It can heal wounds, mend relationships, and turn ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. It is not something reserved for special occasions, but something that we can practice every single day. The more we cultivate it, the more life rewards us with peace, joy, and fulfillment. The question is not whether life is perfect, but whether we are willing to see its beauty despite its imperfections. The choice is ours. Gratitude is available to all of us. It costs nothing, yet it has the power to change everything. True gratitude is not about waiting for life to be perfect. It is not about being thankful only when things go our way. It is about recognizing that even in the midst of pain, there is something to hold on to, something that can give us strength, meaning, and resilience. Gratitude is not just about acknowledging the good. It is about embracing life in its entirety, including the struggles, the losses, and the setbacks. It is in these moments that gratitude becomes truly transformational. Many people believe that gratitude is only possible when life is smooth, when all our dreams are fulfilled, and when we are free from hardship. But real life does not work that way. Challenges are inevitable, disappointments will come, and there will be moments when we feel lost or broken. However, if we look closely, even in those difficult moments, there is something to be grateful for. It may not be obvious at first, but if we shift our focus, we will find that within every challenge there is a lesson. Within every setback there is an opportunity for growth. Within every painful experience, there is a hidden strength waiting to be discovered. Think about the people who have faced the most difficult circumstances in life. They could have chosen bitterness, they could have chosen anger, but instead they chose gratitude, not because their lives were easy, but because they understood that gratitude is not about what happens to us. It is about how we respond to what happens. It is about finding light in the darkest moments, about seeing possibilities even in failure, and about holding on to hope when everything seems uncertain. Gratitude in adversity does not mean denying pain. It does not mean pretending that everything is fine when it is not. Rather, it is about acknowledging the pain while also recognizing that there is still something to be thankful for. It is about shifting our perspective from why is this happening to me to what can this teach me? Instead of focusing on what we have lost, we can focus on what we still have. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, we can ask ourselves how we can grow from the experience. One of the most remarkable things about gratitude is that it has the power to heal. It may not erase the pain, but it can change the way we carry it. When we start focusing on what is still good in our lives, our hearts become lighter. When we appreciate the people who stand by us in tough times, our relationships grow stronger. And when we choose to see challenges as lessons rather than as punishments, we build resilience that helps us move forward. Scientific research has shown that gratitude can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. But beyond science, gratitude heals something even deeper: our soul. It helps us accept the past without resentment, embrace the present with contentment, and move into the future with hope. When we practice gratitude, we stop feeling like victims of our circumstances and start realizing that every experience, good or bad, shapes us into who we are meant to be. Some of the most inspiring people in the world are those who have gone through unimaginable hardships and yet emerged with a spirit of gratitude. They did not let their struggles define them. Instead, they used gratitude as a tool to transform their pain into strength, their setbacks into stepping stones, and their hardships into wisdom. They understood that even when life knocks us down, we always have a choice: to stay down or to rise with gratitude. It is easy to be grateful when everything is going well. But the true test of gratitude is whether we can still find something to appreciate when life is tough. It could be something as simple as having a supportive friend, the ability to breathe, or the strength to keep going. When we start recognizing these small blessings, we realize that we are never truly alone, that we are never truly empty, and that even in the hardest moments, life still gives us reasons to be thankful. Every difficult situation carries within it a hidden gift. Sometimes that gift is a lesson that makes us wiser. Sometimes it is a new perspective that helps us see life differently. And sometimes it is the realization that we are much stronger than we ever believed. Gratitude helps us uncover these gifts. It helps us see that even in loss there is love, even in failure there is growth, and even in pain there is transformation. The most powerful thing about gratitude in adversity is that it changes not just our mindset, but also our actions. When we are grateful, we stop focusing on what we lack and start making the most of what we have. We stop seeing obstacles as barriers and start seeing them as opportunities to learn and evolve. We begin to approach life with a sense of purpose, knowing that every experience, no matter how painful, has something to teach us. One of the most profound lessons gratitude teaches us is that we do not need to have a perfect life to be happy. We do not need to have everything figured out to find peace. Happiness does not come from the absence of struggles. It comes from our ability to see meaning in them. When we embrace gratitude, we start realizing that joy is not something we have to chase. It is something we can cultivate, even in the middle of uncertainty. Even in the presence of difficulties, gratitude is a choice. It is a decision we make every single day, to focus on what is present rather than what is missing, to appreciate what we have rather than dwell on what we lack, and to find beauty in the imperfections of life. It is a habit that, when practiced consistently, has the power to transform not just our perspective, but our entire way of living. If we learn to embrace gratitude even in our lowest moments, we will find that life is always offering us something valuable. We will see that even the most painful experiences can be stepping stones to something greater. And we will understand that the true essence of gratitude is not just about saying thank you for what we receive, but about appreciating the journey itself, with all its ups and downs. Gratitude is not just an act, it is a way of being. It is a way of seeing the world with open eyes, with an open heart, and with a deep sense of appreciation for everything that life brings our way. It reminds us that even when life is hard, there is still hope. Even when things do not go as planned, there is still a purpose. And even when we face our darkest days, there is still light to be found. No matter what life throws at us, let us choose gratitude. Let us choose to find something good in every situation. Let us choose to rise above our struggles with a heart that sees not just the pain, but also the possibilities. Because when we live with gratitude, we do not just survive life. we truly live it. Gratitude is more than just an emotion, it is a way of life, a choice we make every day. It is not about ignoring pain or pretending that life is perfect, but about recognizing that even in the midst of struggles, there is something to appreciate. Gratitude transforms our perspective, helping us focus on what we have rather than what we lack, and turning even the most difficult moments into opportunities for growth. We stop waiting for happiness to arrive someday in the future. Instead, we learn to find joy in the present moment. We begin to see challenges not as obstacles, but as lessons that shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. We start appreciating the small blessings that we often take for granted, and in doing so, we realize that we are already surrounded by abundance. Life will never be free from hardships, but gratitude gives us the strength to rise above them. It teaches us that we are not defined by what happens to us, but by how we respond. It heals wounds, strengthens relationships, and brings peace to the heart. The more we practice it, the more we see how powerful it truly is. Let us not wait for perfect circumstances to be grateful. Let us choose gratitude today, in this moment and every day after. Because when we live with gratitude, we do not just survive life, we truly embrace it. And in doing so, we discover that gratitude is not just life-changing, it is life itself.